Hi everyone, welcome to our live session on how to spot and apply to hidden job ad gems. This week we found 9 examples to give everybody time. Everybody time to tune in across Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I will briefly introduce myself in the meantime. My name is Sandra Bichl. I'm a former headhunter turned career consultant. At Career Angels, my colleagues and myself, we've been supporting professionals, experienced managers, and executives in their career management and job search. We have supported almost 11,000 individuals, and we also have a B2B HR consulting and training division. Now that everybody who wants to be here probably has made it here, let's get started. The Hidden Job Market is an initiative for experienced managers and executives that is completely free of charge. We do not receive any remuneration for it and are not in any way connected to the mentioned companies. The Hidden Job Market gems are job ads that are curated offers, usually difficult to find, are intended for senior international candidates, are posted in English. In a lot of cases, knowing the local language is not mandatory. Now, all hidden job ad gems are posted weekly in our closed LinkedIn group that now has almost 7,000 members. Whether you are actively looking or passively browsing, if you're interested in joining the group, you can find the link to the group in the comment section of this live stream. And thank you for reacting and saying hi. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. So how do you spot job ad gems? And then we'll look at how to apply to them once you have spotted them. So let me show you some real examples from this week. Category number 1 is job ads where only knowing English at a fluent level is required. Here we have Sales Director Austria at Electa Innsbruck, Tyrol, beautiful Austrian Alps, which is very rare in a German-speaking country. So if you would like to apply to this ad, you will find the link in the comment section. Another job ad gem category, which is, I would say, is the most frustrating one, are those that are published in the wrong location or reveal multiple locations once you start reading the job ads. Here we have Global Head of Performance Media at The Fork, officially posted in Milan, but once you start reading it, it's, as you see here, possible locations on Earth, but mainly, to be more precise, Paris, Barcelona, and Milan. Now, if somebody wants to be located in Paris, let's face it, you will not go through and click through job ads published in Barcelona or Milan. So this is one of the most frustrating categories, but where you can find a lot of gems, because it usually means that you have less competition. And again, if you're interested, you'll find the link in the comment section. Next category, not so popular job ads. As the name suggests, although the job ad seems to be attractive, there are not that many candidates for some reason. In this case, we found a site manager role to work for Hayes. And you can see it only has 25 candidates so far. And if you're interested, again, you'll find the link in the comment section. Now, the opposite category is, of course, when some of the job ads are really popular. Here, General Manager at Volts posted for Budapest on-site role, 190 applicants within only 4 days. And those are the ones that you see on LinkedIn. Many more have probably applied already through their applicant tracking system. And again, here is the link. Then for those of you who have gone through the effort of getting an MBA and you want your employer to value that MBA, there are job ad gems that particularly mention that degree. As here, Head of Service Excellence based in Paris at Sanofi, an MBA or related advanced degree is a plus. And again, the link in the comment section. Next one up is category regional role. This is also relatively rare because regional roles are usually not published. Here we have grocery channel director at Lego Nordics. And if you're interested, here is the link. Now, for those who enjoy working remotely and would like to continue working remotely at an executive level, here are 3 examples: sales director, based published in Munich but remote, Storm 5, head of data visualization, and director training. And you will find all of the links, of course, in the comment section. And for those who enjoy working remotely, we have a dedicated remote edition for executives, where every Thursday, we publish those opportunities that are fully remote. The other special editions that we have are only possible thanks to our partners. We have teamed up with the ATS provider Element, which shares job ads for top managers in Poland every Tuesday. And you will find the link in the comment section, of course, to the most recent edition. And additionally, thanks to the cooperation with a leading provider of recruitment referral programs called ShareHire, we also publish some of the job ads that are often exclusively available through their platform. And we do that once a month. And you'll also find the link in the comment section. Now, as you know, this is a live stream, so please feel free to comment and or ask questions in the comment section as we continue. Now that you know how to spot job ad gems, let's have a look at how to apply to them. Usually there are 3 options: application via applicant tracking system, via email, and via easy apply. Today we will be looking at how to apply through applicant tracking systems. Once you click on apply, where you see the red one, it will take you to an external career site. As you can see here, in this case, the applicant tracking system Data Recruit is here in the background. Applicant tracking systems, I'll mention that just in case, are simply databases of candidates that help companies streamline, save time and money on physically browsing through applications. Okay, so once you click, in most cases, it'll take you to a career site where you have a program in the background. It says, okay, Petr, thank you for letting me know. If you could say which of those is page not found, then my technical support will help you. Thank you for pointing that out, Petr. Okay. It's important to understand how widespread and important those ATS are, and understanding why it makes sense to put effort into ATS. On average, a corporate job posting receives 250 applications, of which only 4 to 6 candidates will be contacted for an interview. Big companies like Amazon receive about 50 to 75,000 CVs per week. 99% of Fortune 500 companies use applicant tracking systems. 60 to 70% of ads for executives are also handled through applicant tracking systems. So software ranks your candidacy in the background. And now what happens is that 75% of CVs are never seen by a human recruiter. So knowing those stats is important then to say, okay, what can I do to get through those filters? What can I do to get to the 25% that are indeed reviewed? Okay. So there are 2 aspects to consider. One is the format of the CV that you upload into a career site. The other aspect is keywords, but let's start with the format. Applicant tracking systems currently, as of 2023, are very, very different in functionality. Some applicant tracking system can parse information from graphics and tables, some can't. So we need to make sure that when uploading a format that the majority of ATS can actually handle them. So keep it simple, no header, no footer, no text boxes, no hyperlinks, one column, standard fonts. And if you'd like to know how exactly to do that step by step, you can download our ATS guides, the most updated version from a couple of months ago, that will walk you through that step by step. I will show a comment, such a waste of executive human time to apply for algorithmic waste bin. Absolutely, yes. Fully agreed. But knowing how it works, you can then find a workaround or hire somebody like Career Angels to do that workaround for you. Okay. So now that we've done that format part, once you update your ATS version of a CV, feel free to send it to us and we will check it free of charge to see how ATS compliant it is. Simply send an email to bichl.sandra@careerangels.eu and we will do that for you. Now, the second aspect is ATS keywords. And as Marina has just said, what a waste of time to upload CVs if they land in a bin. Now, what we want to do is make sure they do not end up in an ATS trash can. And here, one is the format, the other aspect is keywords. So what you see now on the screen is the progression of how changing keywords influences how an applicant tracking system matches your CV against a job ad. So on the very left, you see it's 26%, and on the very right, it's 85%. And from each stage, what you can see is we added 5 to 6 new lines. The CV on the very left, if a human recruiter had seen that CV, they would have known, based on their experience, that this candidate is a perfect candidate. But the applicant tracking system is programmed to look for exact word matches between CV and job ad. And knowing that, that's where the hacking comes in. So let me show you how that works in practice. So I have selected a job ad that would perfectly fit a CV of a client that we, of course, have anonymized. And again, with what you just saw on the very left, that would be if a human being, a human recruiter, had seen that job description and that CV, they would have said, fantastic, I want to at least talk to that candidate. What I will do now, I will switch windows and I'll show you what happens in the background. And this is live, so give me a second. Share screen. Okay, let me try again. There you go. Okay. So what you see now is JobScan. JobScan mimics how popular applicant tracking systems work. What you can do here, before you apply to a job ad, you can actually mimic and see how your CV would be potentially ranked and assessed by the software. So what I've done to save a little bit of time, on the left, we have the resume, the CV that is anonymized. And on the right, we have the job description. Again, a human being would have said, fantastic match, I want to talk to this experienced HR director. Now we click scan. And in the background, the algorithm is working. And it says low match rate, meaning don't apply, it's not worth it. Okay, now let me find a CV that we have tweaked, of course, in preparation of today. And I'll show you later on how we've tweaked it. Copy paste, the job description stays the same, and I click scan. And we've gone from a low match rate to a high match rate. Now, what I failed to show you before, it shows you exactly what kind of keywords are missing. For example, counseling, project management. Of course, an experienced HR manager has project management experience or knows how to coordinate something, but the keyword in the CV is missing. So if we further fine-tune it, yeah, I'm replacing it with one more CV. There you go. I'm clicking scan. And now we've gone to 81%. And this is a matter of a couple of words. So we've gone from rejected candidate to, from a software perspective, to this might be a good candidate. Okay. Fantastic. So what happened? Let me walk you through the differences now. Just a second. As I said, this is live. Okay. So here we have the CV, the first CV that we used. Of course, this is fully blinded. Okay. What you see now from 26% to 75%, that 74% in yellow, we marked the keywords that we added that were missing based on that first scan. Okay. And to go from 74 to 81, we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 10 new words. So we went from candidate with potential to star candidate. Now, the frustrating thing here is the experience of the candidate hasn't changed. Their profile hasn't changed. Their personality hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. What has changed are the keywords. Okay. Good. Thank you, Marina, for recognizing and appreciating what we do. Now, as I said, this is about being interactive. If you have any questions, do let me know. You post them in the comment section. And while you formulate and you post your questions, I'll wrap up with additional resources that we'd like to give you access to. So you've already seen the ATS guide. In the ATS guide, you will find tips on how to adapt the CV from a format perspective, but also from a keyword perspective. And it also shows you how JobScan works. Now, as I've mentioned, if you're actively looking for a job, make sure you are in our closed hidden job market LinkedIn group and community. And there you will find weekly posts with our hand-picked hidden job ad gems, as well as with the special editions that I mentioned earlier. You can also visit our website to book a free career consultation. I know that everybody doesn't feel comfortable asking questions during a live stream, and that's absolutely fine. You can either book a consultation or simply email me or message me on LinkedIn. What else can you do? You can thank us. You can say, this is great what you are doing. This has value. You can buy us a virtual coffee or follow our content. The way you have to hack algorithms. We, as a small consulting firm, also have our LinkedIn algorithms to hack. So any like and follower will help us. Okay, let's see if there are any questions in the meantime. No questions, comments. Okay, here are the social media channels where we post most of our contents. Of course, LinkedIn, followed by YouTube, and last but not least, Facebook. Okay. We have one comment. It is great what you're doing. Thank you very much for appreciating that. Okay, good. If there are no questions, as always, I know that most questions come in confidentially through the various channels. I'm happy to reply to them. So thank you very much for joining. I hope I've been able to help you and give you some pointers as how to improve the efficiency of your applications. I know there is nothing more frustrating than having been applying to dozens, if not hundreds of job ads, and you say, but why don't I get replies? But my experience fits, my CV fits. Now you know why. It might be the content, or it might be the format, and that's why you're not you don't pass through the filters. And there is one question: does it work with other languages, say German? Unfortunately not. So the ATS per se, yes, works. But we haven't found yet a tool like JobScan that helps run that simulation. So then you have to do the comparison manually with an educated guess. So you kind of highlight the keywords in the job ads, and you double check if you have those keywords. That was the question. If you check them manually, if you have the keywords in your CV. So unfortunately, but we keep on looking. Once we find them, you'll be the first one we'll share it with. And one appreciation. Thanks a lot, Sandra. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much for appreciating. Good. Thank you very much again for joining in. Wishing you a fantastic weekend. Until next time.